Hello everyone and welcome back to Two Bros Game Night. I am your host, Older Bro.
I'm your other host, Younger Bro.
And today we continue in Danganronpa, where apparently, Kirigiri is calling Monokuma's bluff.
And also, Monokuma, he has a comedy routine. Better than ours, probably.
No. See, the comedy routine I'm talking about is your guys. And not because you're funny, but because I find it funny that you think you're funny.
So does that make us funny?
No! Anyways!
Does that make our actions funny?
Yeah.
I don't have any right now, but with a little more time, I can guarantee I'll find some.
That's right.
Because no matter how deeply you try to bury it, there is only ever one absolute truth. And remember, the mic is in front of the camera, so I can't see anything, guys.
And now you're trying to talk like some kind of famous detective type?
I am a detective, you fucking asshole.
Fuck you!
If Makoto really was the killer, he never would have come to you willingly like this. He would have feared for his life, feared another execution. He would have tried to run and hide. He would have been gripped by the despair you so love to inspire. But here we are, confronting you with nothing but hope in our hearts.
And that's supposed to be enough to convince me in the
emotional
absence of evidence, despite the fact that I know who's right and wrong because I'm the fucking judge and the one who committed the crime? So clearly I would have the evidence?
Indeed.
It's not you I'm trying to convince.
Hey.
If you were to execute Makoto right now, everyone out there watching this would be extremely displeased.
Huh?
Indeed.
She's arguing with the audience!
Imagine what everyone out there would think if you killed Makoto. They would assume that you killed him because
Oh my god.
what we said is exactly right.
Yeah, so the way she's trapping him is by saying, well, as you said, this is being broadcast to an audience.
Yeah,
The
your audience
will get
not like it.
And you also said you have to abide by your own rules because of the audience. Therefore, you have to accept our argument, or else the audience will riot.
Listen to me.
Despair can never kill hope. Get it? Hope Academy? Of course, you can say we're just making this all up. You're more welcome to prove us wrong. No, you have no choice but to prove it. Because if you kill Makoto without proving your own innocence, you'll be accepting your own defeat. Oh, if you want to earn our despair, fear, and fair and square.
Your despair, fear, and square. Wow, that was a slip of the tongue, but you know what? I'll accept that. That
That's
works.
what we have to do.
Then I suggest you take my advice.
So what is this advice of yours?
It's true.
To do Makoto's trial. Mukuro's trial over again. Only this time, you follow the school regulations to ensure a fair trial.
It's time for one last showdown. One final battle between hope and despair.
The game just read itself.
Yep.
Why read the dialogue when it just, can read itself?
Because then it would just be a complete visual novel.
To be fair, I've played a couple visual novels and they don't have dialogue sometimes.
This game, well, yeah, basically this game is a visual novel with minor game elements, but like it's.
Yeah, here's I want an actual mostly I see in games like Call of Duty, all the dialogue is voice acted.
Yeah.
But I've never seen one visual novel that just reads itself.
No, because that would be a TV show at that point.
Well, that would make for a proper climax, wouldn't you say? Oh god.
Oh wait, that's not supposed to be sexual. Fuck! No! My regulations! Fair trial, one last showdown. In other words, this would be our chance to expose the true identity of Mukuro's killer. Of the mastermind themselves! But what reason would the mastermind have to accept the challenge?
I accept!
They'll probably just execute me without another word. Interesting! Very interesting indeed!
Can't
Hey, I brought
bear
my
it!
bear puns back! Barry?
What's wrong?
I was getting bored, so I decided to change things up a little. So time for bear jokes. Now, what you suggested might be possible. It would certainly make for one honey of a climax.
Oh god. Does that mean you accept?
You guys!
If we do things your way, that'll be enough to convince you and the viewers, right? And it would cause you unbearable despair, right? Then I'm prepared to agree to your terms.
Okay.
Will your hope win out, or will my despair claim victory? I spelled it right that time. Let's have one final grisly showdown. He agreed. We still have a shot at this.
Can't bear it!
But this is the long-awaited climax, right? Just guessing the killer is barely a fitting end. So for this final face-off, you'll have to unearth all the mysteries that have been buried here.
Okay.
All the mysteries? That's right, every last mystery that's pawing around the school. If you can do that, then that'll be enough to qualify as a victory for you.
It's true.
That was a koala pun, not a bear pun. You lose. Damn it!
Well, here's the thing, is a koala bear even a type of bear?
The koala is not a bear. At all. It's a...
Yeah, we call it a bear.
No, we don't.
Koala bear.
No one calls it that.
I know, we just say koala, but...
Yeah!
What the hell?
There's no more to it than that. No one calls it a bear.
I guess because it looks like a stuffed bear, people were calling it a koala bear.
No, yeah, I don't know who says that. I've never heard anyone say that.
One of my grandparents did when we went to a zoo one time.
They're incorrect then. They are
Yes,
very,
they
very
are
incorrect.
absolutely correct. In fact, I pointed it out to them.
You know what pisses me off? I just typed in koala, and the second thing after koala was koala bear. I'm just fucking pissed off right now.
That's what we've been trying to do all along. Trying to tell you all along. It's koala bear. Can't bear it!
Oh, hold on. Here. I love this. The koala, this is the first line on Wikipedia. The koala, or inaccurately, koala bear. The first fucking sentence of the Wikipedia article is telling you that you're fucking wrong if you say koala bear.
But
it's pronounced Nevada.
Look. It looks like a stuffed bear. It climbs trees just like a black bear.
It's not
a fucking
a bear. It's not even related to bears. It's from Australia.
It's the Australian bear.
No, it's not a bear.
Good day, mate. I'm gonna take that honey from you.
Taxonomy. It's literally more closely related to fucking opossums. It's not a fucking bear.
Crikey, there's some good honey in this one.
Like, it's classified with wombats. It's a wombat, basically.
Oh,
yeah,
bug, I'm getting
it's
stung.
possum. They're related to possums and kangaroos and wallabies. They're not fucking bears.
Ah, bug, I'm getting stung. Luckily, I can't feel it underneath all this fur.
Okay, now that I've gone through basically reading the entire damn article on how these things aren't fucking bears. Oh, well, good. Then let's bear it all. If you can claw your way to the truth of Mukura's death and solve the mysteries of the school, then you win. But if you can't do all that...
We'll all face execution, right?
I can barely contain my excitement. When you learn the whole truth, what kind of despair will you show me? Also, I misspelled that again.
Yeah. We're as excited as you are, I'm sure.
Bitch, no one's more excited than me. I have maximum excitement.
Too bad you can't hold it till the trial.
I'm trying.
You're just bursting with unbearable excitement.
Stop stealing my line, bitch. I make the bear puns here.
Well, you're very sad. When we've uncovered every last truth, how will the ultimate despair reveal their own despair?
Now all I can think of is the damn Cards Against Humanity
Yeah.
joke. So, Cards Against Humanity did like a PAX thing, where they had some cards inside, or they had some cards Yeah, I think inside a thing with like some popsicles,
Yeah.
and one of the flavors was mango fuck yourself, which is the only joke I can now think of that Monokuma would say.
Ooh, we koala. Sorry. Ooh, we Australian bears like some mango juicy.
They like eucalyptus, you fuck!
Nah, it's all
honestly
right. It's
can't
all
believe how this has all
conspiracy. We
turned
like
out.
mango. But before we get started, I must clarify one more thing. Do you remember the rule? What rule?
Yeah, I'll answer your question if you answer mine. Do you know the way?
Yes, in fact, I'm going to teach it to you. When one student killed another, that's when a class trial is held.
What's wrong?
I remember that for sure. So what?
Hey,
I just want to confirm that is what you said, right? And it's a true statement.
You don't have to be so suspicious. I've said it before, but it bears repeating. Everything is based on the school regulations, and having a trial for Mukuro is no exception to that. Huh? Mukuro's trial is no exception, then it's a part of the regulations? Which would have to mean that whoever killed Mukuro... it's very polarizing approach, I know, but okay, enough puns. Anyways, here's a hint.
Get it polarized.
I'm sure I've told you this already, but this killing game began with 16 participants, all of them high school students. And the only people to take a single step in Hope's Peak since the killing game began are those 16 students. What?
listen.
Are you telling the truth?
Why do you go quiet all of a sudden? I'm done talking. I've got nothing left to say to you. So get lost, would ya? Why so mad?
He seems emotionally unstable.
Leave me alone. Get out of here. Okay, I'm going. You really gonna let me go? I don't even care anymore. You're not gonna get your punishment later anyway. You need to start getting ready. Super duper special punishment. Overflowing with despair. Fuck you all.
Come on, Makoto, let's go.
You don't have time for that. Afterwards. Okay.
Jesus Christ.
Monokuma's unstable laughter seemed to cling to us as we walked away. And just like that, we were out of the gym.
Crikey, this is a really big mess we got ourselves into.
I could hardly believe it, but somehow I ended up not getting executed. I still had my life, and we still had a
You
chance.
know, back in the old days of old Australia.
Old Australia. Fuck off. Overall, things turned out way better than expected.
Getting executed was a, monumental, like, joy. I don't know.
Okay, first off, if you're going to talk about old Australia, you have to talk about the fact that Australia was a penal colony where they literally sent criminals to get them out of England. So literally,
Getting executed was the
it
way.
wasn't an execution. You got a free fucking trip to Australia, one of the most dangerous places on the planet because all of its wildlife tries to fucking kill you.
And to be fair, I didn't know what you just said.
What do you mean you didn't know what I just said?
About the thing about the prisoner.
That's like the most well-known thing about Australia. That it's literally just a penal colony.
Me, I just know the voices! And the kangaroos and the dingoes. You gotta watch out for them, they'll take your babies.
Yeah!
And your baby mamas.
Younger bro is racist, guys. Once again, I was in Kyoko's debt. Kyoko, thank you. Everything I have right now is because of you.
I'll become claiming it later.
That's okay, but not right now.
Don't thank me just yet. The real battle is still ahead of
Yeah,
us.
but with the two of
Get
us
your
and
Pokemon.
probably Byakuya, I don't think we're gonna have a problem. Unless Byakuya is the killer, in which case, that's bad.
Get your Pokemon ready.
Yeah, sure. But yeah, that's the main reason she just asked that question.
Yeah.
Because he critically made the rule that every has to be between two students. So Mukuro had to be killed by a student.
Yep.
But when she asked if that's true, he would not answer the question. Because the question is, the mastermind had, either Mukuro is the mastermind and a student killed her, or Mukuro is a student and the mastermind killed her. But that means the mastermind would have to be a student.
Yes.
Or Monokuma's not a student and broke his rules. Ergo, the reason the question
Here's the
exists.
thing. I'd say if Monokuma broke his rules, then he'd be violating some kind of like built-in code within himself, and I think he'll self-destruct if he.
I don't know.
violated it.
Well, that's the question. We don't know if this one's a robot. So we'll see.
Whew.
But still, I'm glad it worked out.
I don't think I've ever heard you sigh it, like, and have that much emotion in your voice all at the same time.
It wasn't. I wasn't sure if the enemy would accept my proposal.
But honestly, why would the Mastermind agree to that? I mean, they don't stand to gain anything from a final showdown, do they?
So,
They had no choice but to accept it.
Huh?
because
It's all because of the moment that the Mastermind let down their guard, like I said.
So, when was it the Mastermind let down their guard?
I wasn't there to hear it myself, but do you remember what the Mastermind said? They said they had hijacked the airwaves to broadcast out school life to the outside world, right?
Yeah, they definitely said that.
listen.
And what did you think when you heard that? Pretty hard to believe, right?
Well, I mean, the idea of actually taking over the airwaves seems so unbelievable.
Indeed.
You don't exactly read about something like that happening very often, so it's hard to imagine. In other words, that kind of thing is extremely difficult to pull off,
However,
and yet somehow the Mastermind was able to do it.
in other words,
But think of another way, there must have been some reason they had to do something that difficult.
A reason?
so
They had to show that the world something, no matter the cost, us killing each other.
They wanted to show the world?
The Mastermind has been very adamant about not killing us directly by forcing us to kill each other.
The Mastermind's goal is to make us be the killers of ourselves.
Yeah.
Not him kill us.
And all their rules and regulations were designed to encourage that.
Yeah, that makes sense. If those stupid regulations didn't exist, nobody would have killed anybody.
in other words,
So the Mastermind's ultimate goal was to make us kill each other and show that off to the world.
But why?
To prove a point, most likely.
Fucking piece of shit! Prove a point!
The outside world has a name for the students of Hope Speak Academy, right? A certain concept.
You're talking about hope, right?
that's right.
And for those of us who represent hope, to kill each other and sink into despair, the Mastermind wants the world to see that, to try and prove that despair is better than hope. That's their goal as the ultimate despair.
I hope that in the sequel, that they introduce a new bear that's named Hope.
That
Because then we can literally be like, well, I wonder which one's better, hope or despair.
I've seen like images of the sequel,
Yep,
and that kind of
yep.
ruins the ending for this game.
Not exactly, but yeah.
But I've seen a clip
Yeah,
to
there are-
see.
Yeah, there's some stuff that's obvious, but yeah,
Yeah.
we'll see. What? They want to prove that despair is better than hope? But that's ridiculous!
True.
I know Star Wars Despair, totally, like not.
No, a new despair.
No.
If you're gonna make the joke, make it right, damn it!
That's what I'm trying to say. That wouldn't have worked.
Yeah, I agree with you. But do the full joke! They didn't call it Star Wars Hope, so you can't call it Star Wars Despair. Call it a new despair if you're gonna fucking make the damn joke.
Nah, new
Yes, I
Despair
am
would
arguing with your comedy. Fuck you.
work. Comedic skill requires a lot of skill,
Which is something younger bro doesn't have.
which is why we should have already been taking classes for this.
Well, I don't think there's any teachers around here. I'll look into it.
And well, let's hit up Game Grumps, see if they'll teach us.
I'm not going to fucking California to get comedy classes.
California.
See, the really depressing thing is if I went to California to get comedy classes, then we'd probably almost certainly be learning from the Beard Bros, who, again, one of whom is a teacher of comedy in California.
Oh my
So it's like,
God, that I didn't-
no.
That I
That's-
didn't know.
Yeah.
The kind of thing that nobody but those who call themselves the Ultimate Despair would devise. That group whose only purpose and motivation comes from despair.
That's really their only reason for making the rest of us suffer?
Makoto.
I know how angry it must make you, and yet that same motivation is what led to the Mastermind revealing their weakness.
What?
In other words,
Because their goal is to broadcast this killing game to the world. The Mastermind has had to be more particular than is reasonable about their own regulations.
Yeah. If this was a normal kidnapping, the Mastermind could always just break their own rules and hide the fact that they've done so.
Yeah.
Like, they don't have to, perform. But Monokuma has to perform all the time. He has to abide by his own rules, to the letter. Otherwise, it ruins the point.
Yeah. And the Mastermind... If the Mastermind simply ignored their rules, this wouldn't have been a game, but a one-sided slaughter.
at the very least,
At the very least, that's how those who are watching this would have seen it.
And that's why the Mastermind couldn't kill any of us themselves.
indeed.
That is precisely the reason. No matter how much they may hate what I'm doing, I haven't violated a single one of their regulations.
And because Mukuro's dead, they can't write more regulations.
Junko broke the rules, so she was punished, but
In my...
but in my case, they couldn't lay a figure on me.
Did she, though? Her biggest thing was talking... Oh, I guess, yeah, she did pick him up.
No, she stomped on him.
Right, yeah, she did, yeah. So, yeah, you're right. I always forget that she actually does that.
So instead, they tried to use the class trial, following all their proper rules to get me killed. They began a trial that didn't have a right answer, then made me out to be the killer.
Yep. But even that didn't
It's
work.
true.
Yes, thanks to you.
The second time.
Yes.
You don't know that. I don't know that.
What were we talking about?
I don't know.
Due to that failure, the Mastermind took yet another risk. They attempted to kill you instead, who also was not the killer.
Yeah, see, here's the kind of sucky thing. Aren't they fucked if they'd killed Makoto? Because, you gotta remember, they're broadcasting us to the world. That means they're broadcasting Makoto's camera feed, which shows him sleeping all night, and presumably getting nearly stabbed by the Mastermind, and not killing them. Or maybe they're just only broadcasting a certain feed. Like, they're not actually broadcasting every room's feed. But it seemed like the camera in Monokuma's room is the one being, like, broadcasted.
Yeah.
Which shows all the cameras. So, again, presumably, it would show Makoto not killing them.
Yeah.
So...
What a ripoff!
Yeah, exactly. And when that fact was exposed on live TV to the entire outside world, the Mastermind had to accept your suggestion.
Indeed.
To prove the world that despair is better than hope, they have to defeat us in perfect form.
In other words,
Oh god, not this Dragon Ball bullshit again. It would only do the Mastermind harm to have it shown that they'd violated their own rules.
But all of that was a hunch, right? And you still were able to get the Mastermind to accept your challenge.
Well, it's only thanks to you that we got that chance, because you believed in me. Another path opened up.
Yeah, and this one means I don't have children with,
Owie.
yeah, with Aoi anymore. God damn it. That kid was cute. Still, I can't believe how much of the Mastermind's thoughts and plans you're able to figure out.
What really got me to laugh on the inside was that Aoi actually agreed to do something with Hiro.
Yeah, but I think the
He's
thing
a
is,
bum.
she does it with everybody, and that's the joke. I'm pretty sure that's
Yeah.
also why Toko's dead. I'm pretty sure she just said, "Fuck it, I'm not because
Either that or she died or something else.
yeah, I'm pretty sure she offed herself due to grief.
Yeah.
But who knows? She might have just actually accidentally died.
Yeah.
I didn't have the slightest clue.
wrong.
In the end, though, I couldn't prove any of it. It was just my reasoning. Essentially, I was making a bet.
Oh, sounds like you're the ultimate lucky student now.
But it looks like I got it right this time. At least I won.
I won.
The bet.
She let out a quick sigh. I took it as a small sign of relief.
To be honest, I haven't been that nervous in a long time.
I totally couldn't tell you were nervous at all. You seemed totally confident from the moment we decided to go talk to him.
Well, presenting a strong demeanor is a fundamental part of negotiation and persuasion, wouldn't you say? Plus, if I'd showed my uneasiness, that would have just made you that much more uneasy.
Yeah, you're probably right. How pathetic.
However,
Anyway, we can't relax just yet. All we've done is earn another chance to fight. We have to win this time, or everything we've gone through will have been for nothing.
You're right. If we can't defeat the mastermind, it'll cost us our lives, and everyone else's lives.
Yes.
There's no option except to win.
hey,
But before we begin the final battle, we have to tell the others what's going on.
True, but now we know who our real enemy is. All we have to do now is work together with everyone to destroy the mastermind.
Work together with everyone.
however,
Is that really possible?
Huh?
Anyway, right now we have to go find the others.
shall we go?
They're probably in the dorm somewhere. Shall we go?
Absolutely.
Here's the thing. If one of the students is indeed a killer,
Yeah.
there's only one person who could have fucking done it. And that's Byakuya.
See, here's the problem. If the game is actually setting up that one of the students is actually in charge of, Monokuma, they are setting it up that it has to be Byakuya based on the fact that Monokuma responds to him directly every time.
Yes.
So it's like everything points to it being him, but the game also loves to just say, and none of that actually mattered. Fuck you, you're wrong.
There's only two possibilities, and that's Byakuya and Toka.
Yeah, Aoi has absolutely no motivation or anything that has ever been shown that would cause you to believe that.
No, but she did do a false conclusion.
Yeah.
Hero is too stupid to do that.
Yeah.
Unless that's
all his scam. Yeah, that's the problem, is any of them could just have been scamming us the whole time, but it's unlikely. But yeah, I'm gonna bet it actually isn't a student, and that's the point.
Yeah, but if it wasn't a student, was it an unknown mastermind that we still don't know the name to, or was it Monokuma?
I think it was Monokuma directly. But we'll see. We will see next time. We'll see what the hell's going on. Probably over the next 10 episodes, or however long it's going to take. But that's for then. Until then, remember, the future is very uncertain, but what is certain is you guys are awesome, and there'll be more Two Bros Game Night tomorrow. See you then.
Goodbye.